This is the heart of where our operations takes place, right here in Singapore, the world's busiest transshipment hub.
Efficiency in the clearance of cross-border goods is especially important for busy trade hubs. That efficiency is being transformed by digitalization.
Typically, on average, one single submission would require 4 to 35 documents, and the time needed to process each of these documents would require an average of 2 to 7 days. That is very, very highly inefficient. That's recurring to just per shipment. So to top it all off, when this documentation were based on paper and including the signatures as well, it led to the possibilities of fraud, security concerns, ultimately resulting in financial risks to the authorities.
CrimsonLogic developed the world's first electronic single-window system to tackle those risks head-on. Created in Singapore, TradeNet leverages technology to reduce documentation costs, enhance processing speed, and foster operational efficiency and transparency.
Think of it as a one-stop document portal where companies submit a single document and the documents get automatically routed to the necessary authorities for the processing of all these documents and regulations. We have seen improvement in terms of the accuracy and the conciseness of the documentation that has led to reductions in terms of errors. Every single application and every submission requires an average of 2 to 7 days. And in the case of the Singapore TradeNet, we were able to drastically reduce that down to less than a minute for transactions to be automatically approved. Also led to the possibility of reduction in terms of processing costs in the magnitude of at least 50%.
With such substantial improvements, it's no wonder that CrimsonLogic's system has now been successfully implemented in more than 22 countries across several continents. Djibouti is one of the countries that has replaced its manual processes with a more efficient online port management system.
Djibouti overall tries to add its service offering in terms of port and maritime services and logistics services all the time to suit the changing dynamics of the region. You know, Djibouti, we tend to be affected by the changes that are happening throughout the world. Digitalization it has enabled us to provide this transparency in a relatively obscure corner of the world, especially in terms of data. So this enables the customers to trust us more as they can see what is happening with their cargo at all times, and they can themselves take the appropriate decisions on time.
那我们上海一通和精神逻辑呢，就是在合作的一个具体的项目，就是我们叫一次申报双边通关这样的一个项目，其实是利用了双方电子口岸的这个数据的互联互通来促进整个新加坡的进出口企业以及中国的进出口企业的双方口岸的这样一个通关便利进而来促进双方企业的这样一个贸易便利化。
We cross the border over 500 times a day on our trucks. So we are one of North America's largest cross-border truckload provider. One of the most valuable things that CrimsonLogic brought to the table is their API integration, but most importantly, their ability to adapt to our specific workflow needs, that we're able to come in somewhat competitive and be able to be affordable. As you know, in our space, it's not really like we have a lot of margin in these loads. And so they came in and really helped us drive that home.
CrimsonLogic has branded these end-to-end value chain solutions as Total Trade.
With our 35 years of experience in government-centric trade facilitation and compliance, we want to be able to evolve and grow our space into the B2B space, where we believe that these experiences will allow us to carve out equally compelling solutions that can help to realize and add value to businesses around the world. And in doing so, we aspire to make the world a better place and a world without digital boundaries.